Here's the uncomfortable truth that nobody's talking about. Modern women only see men in two ways, not five, not 10, just two. And unless you fall into the right category, the 1%, you're invisible. Not ignored. Invisible. You're either desirable or disposable. And here's the thing. Most men are walking around thinking they still have a chance. They think being nice, being stable, being available means something. It doesn't. Because once she's put you in the wrong category, you can't escape it. In this video, I'll break down the psychological switch that decides which category you fall into, and why most men never realize they've already been judged, before they even open their mouths. And if you're already in the wrong box, there's still a way out. But it requires you to stop seeing the world the way you think it works, and start seeing it the way she feels it. Let's begin. Modern dating has evolved, but not in the way you think. It's not about who you are anymore. It's about what you trigger. Attraction isn't a choice. It's a reaction, an emotional storm that either pulls her toward you or repels her without mercy. And that reaction? It happens in seconds, not minutes, not after a few dates. Seconds. The way you walk, the way you speak, the way you look at her. Not just look at her, but see through her. That's what determines if you get her raw, unfiltered energy or polite rejection wrapped in fake smiles. Women don't categorize men based on kindness or effort. They categorize based on feeling. And those feelings fall into two categories. I want him. He wants me. One makes her chase, the other makes her hide. So let's break this down. Point 1. The invisible majority. Most men, and I mean most, fall into the he wants me category. They approach with neediness masked as politeness. They compliment her looks like it's a currency. They offer safety, stability, consistency, thinking those are keys to her heart. But here's the brutal reality. She already knows. She knows you want her. She sees it in your eyes, your posture, the way your voice shifts when you talk to her. And the moment she knows, the game's over. Why? Because when she knows you want her, it flips a psychological switch. You become predictable, boring, easy. Not because you're bad, but because you're obvious. And obvious never triggers desire. Think about it. Do you obsess over the light switch on your wall? Number. You know exactly what it does. It's there, it works, it's safe. But you don't desire it. Same with men who give off, I want you, energy. They're functional, forgettable. Women don't crave men they can have. They crave the men they can't quite figure out, which brings us to the other category. Point 2. The desired few. These are the men who walk into the room and don't instantly hand over their power. They're not cold. They're not arrogant. They're unreadable. She looks at them and can't quite decode what they're thinking. Are they attracted to her? Maybe. Do they want her? Possibly. But they're not chasing. And that uncertainty? That's what drives her crazy. Because now she's the one analyzing every move. She's the one watching for signs. She's the one trying to earn validation. These men flip the script, not by playing games, but by holding frame. They're not desperate to impress. They don't overshare. They don't give compliments like candy on Halloween. They let her wonder. And that wonder creates desire. These men exist in the I want him category. Not because of how they look, but because of how they make her feel about herself. Powerful, off balance, seen, but not owned. And here's the twist. You can become that man, but only if you understand the difference between performance and presence. Point 3. How women decide and why most men miss it. Most guys think attraction is built over time. Wrong. Attraction is assigned. From the moment she sees you, she starts placing you, unconsciously, into one of two roles. The man she wants to impress. The man trying to impress her. The difference? Energy. It's not about being alpha or rich, or even good-looking. It's about emotional posture. The man she desires doesn't need her to like him. He's grounded in who he is. He's not seeking permission. He's not performing. And because of that, she feels something rare, challenge, not hostility, not resistance, but the challenge of being seen, and not instantly conquered. If you make a woman feel like she already has you, game over. If you make her feel like she needs to win you over, now she's hooked. That's the difference. Most men try to earn her interest. The few make her earn theirs. Point 4. The trap of good enough. Here's where most men lose before they even begin. They think being good enough is the goal. They work hard, stay polite, listen well, and wonder why they're still getting ghosted. It's because women don't want good enough. They want unforgettable. They want a man who awakens something in them, even if it's chaotic, confusing, or intense. They want to feel, and good enough doesn't feel like anything. It feels like settling. So what happens? They date the safe guy and fantasize about the one who made their heart race. You don't want to be the one she settles for. You want to be the one she remembers. Final point. Rewriting the script. So how do you escape the wrong category? You change the energy. Stop trying to prove your worth. Start embodying it. That means stop over-explaining. Let your silence speak. Stop giving obvious compliments. Say what she's never heard before. Stop waiting for approval. Lead the moment. Stop chasing. Invite. When a man reclaims his frame, women feel it instantly. Not logically, emotionally. And suddenly, the energy shifts. Now you're the one who makes her uncertain. Now you're the one she's thinking about later. Now you're in her mind. You've crossed the line from "he wants me" to "I want him." And that changes everything. Remember this. In a world where women categorize men in seconds, you don't win by being nicer. You don't win by being louder. You win by being unforgettable. You become unforgettable by triggering feeling. Because logic is forgettable. But emotion? Emotion stays. Emotion lingers. Emotion makes her check her phone, wondering if you'll text. Makes her stalk your socials at midnight. Makes her compare every other man to you. Not because you said the right things, but because you made her feel something she couldn't explain. And in that mystery is power. So stop living in the wrong category. Rewrite the story. Because once you step into that energy, you're not just seen, you're wanted. And she'll never forget how you made her feel.